Goku nor Vegeta. I'm gonna take you down.
Alright everyone, JB here. We're back with another Dragon Ball Legends video on the channel today. Now today, we're going to be basically just discussing, quick discussion video, mainly about Hit and possibly the future of Ultras, because the way they did Hit and everything, is pretty insane. It's really ridiculous. But we're gonna go through talking about a few things about that really quick. And I do want to apologize that I did not upload this weekend for Hurricane Weekend. So I do apologize about that. I will definitely have 2 episodes ready for you guys this upcoming weekend. Same thing with Legends. I haven't been active over the past week that much on Legends, but now I'm getting back into it, so I'm gonna start uploading at least more consistent, right? So maybe like every other day, maybe 1 upload per day. So do be sure to be looking out for that, guys. But first and foremost, if you're enjoying the content you see on this video or on my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and leave a like on the video, as we are on our way to 5,000 subscribers. Now, first and foremost, of what we want to talk about, right? Now, before we talk about Hit and how insane this guy is, that he actually is a good unit. With it's like a lot of people are giving him hate and love at the same time, so it's like 50-50 on what people want to think about him. But first and foremost, right, I quote that Legends, or I think it was Toshi, pretty sure he said that an Ultra character takes between, I think if I remember, it was 3 to 4 months to make, with all of the paintbrushing and the effects on the character and everything. So he said that, I remember he said that, I think it was around when either Ultra Vegeta came out or Ultra Vegito. He said that's how long it take to make them, right? And let's think about this, guys, right? We literally just got Ultra Vegeta like a month ago. like literally like a month ago, right? A month ago, a month and a half, it doesn't matter. It's not 3 to 4 months. And they come right back with another Ultra Hit. So this has me thinking, I'm just sitting there thinking like, so either they lied, of course, about how long it takes for an Ultra character to be made, or they probably already had, Hit in the drafts, like he's already been pre-made, and then they're going to finish up on him at a later time. But the thing is, it's not the first time. They did the same thing with Legends Limited. When Legends Limited first got introduced into the game, they literally said it takes about like a certain amount of time for them to be made and brought to the game. And if you look at it now, we're getting monthly LFs. So technically, it really doesn't take that long. It probably takes like a couple weeks, maybe a month, to make Legends Limited characters. So now we're getting monthly LFs, and is this something that we possibly could start seeing? We got Hit literally like what, a month and a half later after Ultra Vegeta. Month and a half, yeah, about a month and a half, almost 2 months, because he was released earlier this month, at the beginning of this month. Now, it's possible, right? It's really possible that we really can be getting Ultras probably in like half the time now, right? Maybe they'll start introducing them every month like LFs, or maybe they'll do it like every 2 months, just to have the, cut the time in short, right? But I should definitely say that for them to do this, it has to be a sign for them to start releasing Ultras a little bit more frequent, right? Same thing with Legends Limited, like I mentioned. We're literally getting them every single month now. They're monthly LFs. So at the end of the day, right, Legends very much could have just told us something just to lead us on, so that way we don't expect an Ultra character to come in a certain time frame, right? So, on my best guess, we received Ultra Hit literally like a month and a half after Ultra Vegeta. And Ultra Vegeta is he's a good character in his own class as well. But Ultra Hit, that's pretty much it. Well, I want to think about just talking about this topic right here, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about a little bit about Hit, and especially his kit and his abilities, right? So I'll see you guys there. All right, boys. Now we're back looking at Hit, and I don't have this unit. Like I said, I did probably like 2 rotations, and I didn't pull them. So I figured just to start saving whatever crystals I can start saving towards the next LF, and really display them at maximum stats. Now, strike attack. It's pretty good for 14 stars. It's not bad, but I feel like it should be a little bit higher. Yeah, it definitely should. Defenses aren't too bad, but you know, it's an ultra unit. But we're not here for that. We're here to talk about his ability. So his unique ability, where he's able to stop pretty much the entire match for a certain amount of time, and it's basically freebies on your opponent. You can do combos on your opponents. You can pop blue cards if you want. You can do whatever. So the thing is, this is literally, I know I don't have them, but I can definitely tell the people that do have them are very much enjoying the game. It's very fun and overpowering at the same time, right? So it's just like, you know, I'm not really in PvP because that mechanic is very broken, but it's definitely how an ultra character should be with their unique ability, right? Not saying that any of the other ultras weren't unique in their own way. I just feel like when they brought Hit, right? He basically has to build up damage as he goes on in the match. His unique ability, it refills over time the longer he's in the match. So the way they did him is just they made it simple for certain players, right? But at the same time, it's fun. Only problem with it that I have with it, if you play it against Hit, he has like it takes him a second to charge up his time stop. So if you can catch him in that, you can definitely catch him with either a blue card, blast card, and sometimes it could be a strike card depending if you time it right. I've seen it before. I played against him before. He pops his time stop. He has, I think it's literally like half a second or maybe like a whole second. I could be wrong, but it does take time to charge up. He has to charge it up to use it, and it looks like it doesn't have like a certain amount of range. It's basically infinite. It stops the whole match for like a few seconds. So that is the downfall to his ability. But the thing is, right? They did him justice, his ultra, and I think they did that because with him having to charge up, they did it just so he wouldn't be too overpowered. If you were able to just instantly just use it like that, it wouldn't be, I feel like it wouldn't be fair. You know, I feel like he already has the time stop. That's pretty broken as it is. But besides that, right, while we're talking about Hit, let's talk about future ultra characters. Now, in the first half of the video, I talked about pretty much how they can possibly start bringing these ultra characters more frequently, like they did with the LFs, where they told us basically, well, they take this amount at a certain time, and then they start bringing them every month, right? Now, ultra characters, I don't think they bring every single month. They don't even give us enough free to play crystals to even do that, right? That's why I said in my first half, I thought maybe they'll start bringing them like every 2 months, maybe every 3 months, just something, you know, because they said 4 months. You know, just to bring down the window just a little bit and bring them more frequent. Now, if it's 2 months, that does still give you time to save up. 2 months, you know, in a month. If I'm on here like that on a month, nearly every day, that depending on how much they give out, you can definitely get about 10,000 plus from the game. Well, as far as like free to play. But as far as they go, how the units could possibly be. Right, a lot of people were saying for future ultra units it could be either movies Goku from when they fought in Android 13. They had another option, Ultra Vegeta Blue, which is personally my favorite. You know, I love Ultra Vegeta Blue, but Vegeta Blue is, you know, Vegeta in general is my favorite character If y'all didn't know that by now. And I feel like for Vegeta Blue, they'll probably save them around the anniversary. Probably during the anniversary or after the anniversary, maybe. They did the same thing with Ultra Vegeta last year. They saved him around the anniversary time. So possibly we could possibly see some broken mechanics. You know, if you watch the movie with Android 13 and I don't know, I don't remember the name, but it had Android 13, which he was pretty much the strongest one there. And Goku had the Spirit Bomb that he used to buff up his power in his Super Saiyan state. I feel like they could add a mechanic like that, where, say for example, like what they did with Hit, right? You just throw a Spirit Bomb. You know, throw a Spirit, like you can charge up a Spirit Bomb. It stays like say in the background, right? So every time you use like either, I would say, a green card, which makes sense, it makes the Spirit Bomb even bigger, meaning it buffs it up even more for damage dealing. And when you're ready to, you can use it whenever you want. But I feel like Legends might do it where they might just, if they do something like this, they'll possibly just do it like, well, let's just have you use, like, say for example, like 3 green cards. If you use 3 green cards, it's fully charged up, and you can launch it at your opponent. Now, I feel like they can do this, but it cannot defeat your opponent. Because if, say for example, if it does like really significant damage, that does damage to not just the person, just the whole team in general. Say for example that happens, and it's enough damage to kill everybody. That'll be broken. That wouldn't even be fair. You know, the other guy didn't even have a chance to play the game. But I feel like it should definitely be something where, you know, it should deal a lot of damage as you build it up with green cards. So, and another option, you know, Vegeta Blue, they can give him maybe a mechanic with a counter mechanism. You know, they did the same thing with Super Vegito, but I feel like Vegeta Blue, if they want to do it with a counter I can't even talk right now, but they want to do a counter type of unique gauge. Maybe it can be the Spirit Sword, right? Where when if you watch the show, Zamasu was about to finish him off, but he was of course faking it, because he's just the GOAT like that. He was of course faking it, and he pretty much used the Spirit Sword to just catch the opponent off guard. So you can use that one, or there's other options. But future characters, as far as their kits and everything goes and their unique abilities, can definitely be broken. I definitely agree on that. But that's going to be the end of today's video. I didn't want to make this too long, so here's y'all's video for today, and let me know, what you guys think about this, and give me some ideas in the comment section for some new videos down the line. Now, as always, everyone have a blessed day. It's your boy JB. I'm out.